Today we're going to be looking at expanding algebraic expressions. The distributive law for expanding an expression is that we multiply each term inside the brackets by the term outside. So for example, a times bracket b plus c close bracket becomes ab plus ac. If it's negative, it's ab minus ac. Remember the sign goes with the term. So let's work through some examples. Remember we did a whole exercise yesterday where we developed looking at area. Well, today I just want to give you the examples to show you how it works. So example 1 is 4 outside of 5 plus b. Now the way I find it easiest to be able to show what I'm doing, I just take a different pen and I show this. Just draw 2 lines there to show that I'm going to multiply the 4 by the 5 and the 4 by the d. When I then do that, I get 4 times 5 plus 4 times d. Of course, we can simplify this to 20 plus 4d. And that's actually quite straightforward. Hopefully we can do that. We'll do lots of practice soon. Let's just make sure though we've covered a few more examples. This next example, we have a variable with the number out the front. So we have 2w multiplied by, inside the brackets, 3w plus 10. Again, to show the working, 2w times 3w plus 2w times 10. We've multiplied each term inside by the term outside. When we multiply this one, remember, we multiply our numbers, 2 times 3, and then we multiply our variables, all letters, plus times w times w, plus 2 times 10 times w. I feel like my writing is not as good today. Simplify that, and you end up with 6w squared plus 20w. That is as far as you can go. Do not try and combine these. These are not like terms. I'll keep coming back to that. Question 3. In this case, 3g outside of h minus 2. So we've got a negative this time. Be careful with that negative. Remember, it must go with the term. So if I was to expand, if I was to make sure I multiply first each term inside by the term out the front, I then get 3g times h. I've got my negative there. Do not lose that negative. Do not let it go. Make sure you notice that negative. 3g, if we were to write it this way, times minus 2. Now I hope you remember when you have, in this case, a plus and a negative multiplied together will give a negative. So what we're going to end up with is 3gh. We can simplify that pretty straightforward. Minus, because it's a plus and a negative, 3, and I'll just keep it expanded a little bit for now, times 2 times g. That becomes 3gh minus 6g. Again, stop there. Don't go any further. They're not like. You've got gh and you've got g. They're unlike terms. Let's see if I can fit. No, I'm going to have to come this way. So, our next question, question 4, is r outside 10 minus 4r. Again, we multiply the term out the front by each term inside. But do not lose sight of this minus. Alright? Be very careful with that. So we've got r times 10 plus r times minus 4r. This first part I should be able to simplify pretty straightforward. 10r plus, but because it's a minus, it's actually going to become a minus. Alright? I can I can just write it as a minus to start with, and then it will make sense, hopefully. Minus 4, and then r times r, which is 4r squared. If you need to put an extra line of working, that's fine, but that is what you will get to. Question 5. This one looks a bit tricky. It's minus bracket y plus 4. Now, hopefully you remember that when you have just a minus like that, it's like there's a 1 in there. Alright? So when we come to multiply, we're doing minus 1 times y and minus 1 times 4. Minus 1 times y, minus 1 times 4. And that will simplify to minus y minus 4.
Oh, yes.
I have written that in purple, haven't I? Just to keep you on your toes. One more question to go. And this one looks the most complicated. Look at it. It looks much longer. Don't get scared by it. Break it down.
It's going to be hard.
Thank you. Break it down and you can do it. It's actually not too bad. So, just let me write it down first. Make sure I get it right. So we've got 7 outside of n minus 3 plus m outside of n minus 1. There is nothing wrong with using a little bit more ink to make sure you get it right.
What?
What you can see there, I'm just going to deal with each section on its own first. Break it down, take a bit of time. With the first section, 7 times n. Notice the minus. I could just write it now, hopefully, as minus 7 times 3. I then come to this part, m times n. But then I've got m times minus 1. That should become minus m times 1.
Several n's.
There's lots of m's and n's in there.
There's no n's.
Yeah, there's no answer.
Did I? Oh, I've copied it wrong. Thank you for pointing that out. Let's change that to n. It's easy when I can do it on a board, isn't it? Alright. We then have 7n minus 21 plus n squared minus n. There are only 2 like terms here. If you look carefully, you'll see the 2 like terms, in this case, are that one and actually that one. So that's about all we'll be able to do to simplify it. Now, to make it actually look what mathematicians think is pretty good, we'll put the squared first. That just makes it look nice. So you end up with n squared. You've got 7n minus n, so that becomes 6n minus 21. And that's how we expand expressions.